Hey there, Sovereigneers. I am Damon. I am the designer of Sovereign. Today we're going to be talking about everything that comes in the Sovereign box and what you should expect when grabbing a base box or the expansion or any of the things that came along with the Kickstarter. I'm really happy with how the box came out, and a lot of people really love the production quality of everything. But we want to show how, if you have more than one piece of the Sovereign product family, that you can put them all in one box. To start with, when you get the base box of Sovereign, this thing, you're gonna have to pop out about 150 little cardboard tokens. These you would normally throw away, but in our case, it's not actually a great idea because you can put them in the bottom of the box and then take out the plastic insert tray that you got with the game, and then you can insert that right over those little cardboard garbage pieces. And that makes it so that because they're shipped flush, so that everything fits together really nicely, if you put them back in underneath the plastic insert, then everything goes back to fitting perfectly, so that when you put the top of the box back on, it seals the box really well. If you get the chance, I recommend doing that. But if you don't, it's not a big deal. The base box, you might have noticed, comes with only 6 factions, but there are 4 empty slots in the box. This is for the expansion decks. So when you get the expansion deck box, it comes in this little beautiful package here. It also comes with 4 new factions. So those boxes are really snug where they came from, but if you want to put them in the new box, then you just pop them out like so. These also, if you notice, so these ones are sleeved right now. The boxes are large enough to fit 52 sleeved cards, as well as the extra if you have it on the Kickstarter. This fits everything nicely with our sleeves or third-party sleeves. You can put everything in the box. And then once you've got that, you just pop it into one of these slots. So there's enough slots for all 10 factions, so you can put all of your expansion stuff into one box. Now, if you got more stuff, there's enough room in the box for everything. It kind of depends on how you want to be putting it into the little cups in the box. But for example, if you have the acrylic tokens, I like to put the acrylic tokens in a cloth bag because I've never seen any of these scratch yet, but I wouldn't want them to get scratched, and so I'd want to put them in the cloth bag to keep them, keep them safe. But if you put those in the cloth bag, then you can just tuck those in one of these 2 cups here. If you got the dice, you may have gotten a lot of dice. And there is enough space in one cup to hold all of the D8s and all of the D12s. So I just rapidly backed up everything so you can see kind of how everything could be fit in one spot. We've got all of our cardboard tokens here, we've got our dice here, we've got a cloth bag full of all of the premium acrylic tokens that we could fit right here in this little slot. We've got all 10 of our faction boxes all snugly fit into the insert, and then we've also got all of the attack and armor bonus tokens. These just kind of fit in this little slot here. And the game also comes with this rulebook and the big old storybook that has all of the information about all of the factions of Absinthian in there. Unfortunately, the only thing that doesn't fit is the playmats. So we've got the beautiful playmats. I love the playmats. I am a total playmat convert now. I didn't used to use playmats, now I do. But this is never going to fit inside the box under any circumstances. And then once everything is set up, it just fits snugly into the box. Once you have put everything into your main Sovereign base box, don't throw out your Sovereign expansion box, because there is a reason for this thing. If you put everything in your base box, this is a perfect travel box. If you ever want to take Sovereign on like a 2-player road trip, then this is a perfect thing. You can take, say, 2 expansion, well, just 2 decks, 2 of any deck. It can fit 2 decks, a full 150 tokens, and then it has an extra set of space that you could add more of the bonus tokens, or you could also stick dice in the box as well, or an additional deck box you could shove in there. And because the deck boxes are snug, because they ship flat so that they don't rattle around, then you can pack that right back up. I'll put this in upside down, but it's so much easier to travel with a travel box. So keep that around. All right, so now that you know how to put everything in the box, let's start talking about what each of these things actually is. So the faction boxes are self-explanatory. Each one contains all of the cards for that individual faction, as well as the summary card for that player. Also, the citizen tokens, the drones and talents, those should be pretty obvious, as well as the premium tokens, they should be the same. But when we get down to these bonus tokens, these are not explained in the rulebook, so let's talk about what these actually do and why we included these. So we've got bonuses for +1 and +2 attack, and we've also got +1 and +2 armor. Some people don't notice that these are actually different icons, even though they're both black and white, they look kind of similar. These are different icons. They represent the attack, which is that arrow pointing outwards, and the armor, which is the hexagon pointing inwards. These are meant to go next to the attack or armor on a card that has some kind of bonus being provided, usually by another unit or by maybe a facility potentially. Anything that is providing a permanent bonus to its attack or armor, you can add these to the card so that you have a reminder and you don't have to constantly be trying to remember that this thing has a bonus and checking each card every time it either attacks or defends. So highly recommended. You don't have to use these, but they're really helpful to streamline the game and make it so that people aren't asking you multiple times, what is the actual attack of that card? What is the actual defense of that card? This is how you show that. Also, dice. Now, I don't personally use dice. I really love the back of the card system. That's the reason that I made it. But a lot of people do like to use these dice to represent two different things. So first off, we have the D8s. These D8s are meant for replacing the forge track on the back of a forge card. We can either put the talent in the middle of the card, and then we can put the die on top of the talent. That way we still are using the talent as if it were being moved around the track, but the die is actually how we are keeping track of that forge cost. So we just use the spin down die to tell us what the forge cost is. Now, alternatively, you could actually take the talent and move it down below the card. You still put the die on top of the talent, but that way you can easily flip the card and check what it is without having to use your thumb to hold the talent on the track. And again, I don't use it, which means you can do it however you want. So if you have a better way, we'd love to hear how you're using the dice. But they are really, really beautiful and nice and heavy. So they feel really good to use as spin down for the entire forge or for any other game that uses D8s. We also have the D12. So this is used to represent your echoes. So instead of simply creating like a stack of echoes, let's say in this case, I've got the cult and I've got 4 echoes that I've built here. Without the dice, usually I will array the echoes out so that you can see how many there are. So what you can do is you can stack all of these cards in one big stack, and then you can take the spin down D12. Here I'm going to find a 4 because I have 4 echoes, and then I just put that 4 right in the middle of the card like so. Actually, it's even better to put it out towards your other players so that they can see how many that you have. This way, you take up a lot less space stacking your echoes, and this goes to either 10 or 12. So you can use it to represent your echo count, regardless of whether you're playing 2, 3, or 4 players. And it's just a beautiful little object as well. So you can use it for any other game that you want to, if you decide that you'd rather just use the original echo stack as well. So I hope that demystifies how to pack up everything and what all of these little components are for. You'll always be able to fit everything into one box and put it on the shelf nicely.